Well, the message I want to share with you today is entitled Beginnings. And we're going to walk through a number of sermons series that begin with the words beginnings. We're at the beginning of a new year. We're at the beginning of new life. We're at the beginning of new hope. And I want to talk about beginnings. Today I'm asking the question, is this all there is? And I want to begin today's message not with a direct reference to the Scripture, although we'll get to that in time. But rather today I want to share with you a brief quote from a man, the Reverend Dr. John Westerhoff III. He was, among other things, a United Methodist minister, an Episcopalian priest, a professor at Duke University of Divinity, where he taught with some of the professors that I've had the pleasure of working with over the years. He is a published author and also a founder, writer, and editor of a literary magazine in the fields of education in church and society. He worked with renowned theologians such as Gabriel Moran, Noam Chomsky, and Paul Tillich. He lectured at Harvard, Princeton, Union Theological Seminaries, and, well, you get the picture. He's very intelligent. He's very intelligent and committed to God's calling. A wise, traveled man with much to contribute to what we know of as theology and Christology and doctrine and ministry. Oh, and he also, in his perhaps spare time, produced 2 children's television shows for NBC. Well, now, I built this man up intentionally because I didn't want to just throw out the name John Westerhoff and leave you wondering who he might be. Or perhaps leave you thinking, why do I care? I want you to know just a little bit about him, but more importantly, to understand that his writing carries weight. And in this case in particular, the quote that I'm going to share with you from Westerhoff it's an important one. It goes much deeper than we might initially think it does. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my board over. And I'm going to move this and double check that I've got everything lined up. There we go. There we go. All right. So, John gives us this quote. He writes, "Our identity is dependent on having a story that tells us who we are. Our understanding of life's meaning and purpose is dependent on having a story that tells us what the world is like and where we are going." I'm going to talk about these first 2, who we are and what the world is like, and then towards the end of the message, I'm going to come back around to where we are going. Now, this is all very important for us, and it is very much in alignment with that question that we are asking. Get myself lined up here. That we are asking